Hey, Mom.
What is it?
Hypothetically, if we had a Garantina, that would be really cool, right? Like here at our home.
I mean, that would be cool, but where would he stay? Plus, the Poke Center bills. It's nice in theory, but
I've always had pets. My family has had a grand resume of animals spanning the course of my life, so I feel it's only natural to still really like animals as an adult. But animals have influenced me a lot in life. When I dropped out of college in 2020, I started working at an animal shelter, and then I did some online courses to become a veterinary technician. And now I draw myself for a living. Well, I wanted to talk about my cats today. I've posted pictures of them before, but these are my kids, Ziggy and Raven. I know it's kind of cringe to call your pets your kids, but are they not? You're responsible for them, you feed them, you give them baths, you love them, they want to sleep in your bed with you all the time. This is my son and daughter, get over it. I've drawn them before, posted pictures before, but I've never formally introduced them. So this is Ziggy, named after Zigzagoon from Pokemon, and this is Raven, named after Raven from Teen Titans. I found Ziggy during COVID before I was a college dropout in the trash can of one of my favorite Thai restaurants. They'd been trying to feed him chicken, but he wouldn't eat it, so I went and bought a little bit of cat food, approached him, shook the cat food, and he jumped into my car, a true dumpster cat, and I drove him home, much to my family's chagrin. We were gonna try to just keep him until we could find him a home. He was so sweet, so I'm sure he would have found a place, and by luck would have it, we did find him a home in my bedroom. We kept him. He was mine. They accepted Ziggy as the little trash cat I brought into our home and loved him and thought he was super sweet. And this was the first time I had ever done this, surprisingly, but they did tell me that absolutely under no circumstances was I to bring home another cat. So Raven's story is a bit more complicated. I worked at an animal shelter after I dropped out of college, as I previously mentioned, and we got a hoarding case of cats, which unfortunately, very common. And there were a lot of kittens, one of which was baby Bagheera. I thought she was silly, and I spent a lot of time socializing with her, and one day the kennel manager approached me and said, "Hey, we kind of noticed that you and this kitten really have bonded over this time, and we've kind of had her on hold for you to adopt her." What? And I don't know what went through my mind, but instead of saying, "Oh, hey, I actually really can't do that," I felt responsible for her. I loved her. I didn't want to be the reason little Bagheera didn't get adopted. And I also needed to change her name from Bagheera ASAP. That was not gonna work. So I came up with a solution. Hello, non-suspecting family of mine. I'm home from work. Anyway, I have to go downstairs for no reason. I snuck Raven into my house. But I had not buried myself into a deep enough hole yet. I then began this process of hiding her in my room. Basically, life became a very complicated game of prop hunt, and I was teaming with the cat. And it was working. Until one day, I came home from work and saw that the door to my room was open, and Raven was at the bottom of the stairs staring at me. The jig was up. Oh my god, the jig was up. They knew. They had to know. All because my cat is too smart for her own good. So I texted them, "Did either of you go into my room today?" No. All the dirt I had dug through. It buried me all at once and crushed me. I needed to come clean. I got another cat, and they took it super well. And again, they fell in love with her, look at her, enough to forgive me for smuggling her into the house. Ziggy is our little sloth monkey. He's clingy and he needs to try and morph into your skin. He likes to sit on your shoulders when you're walking. He likes to climb up on everything, even though it's the tiniest little jump for him. And he's very sociable and a level guy to newcomers. He also has this curly belly fur, which, I don't know, it confuses me. A lot of people have joked that he looks a little homophobic, but he's not. He might have been at one point, but I think he's too stupid to be homophobic. All he has is love in his heart. And also, if I take away his forehead, he doesn't look that mad, right? I think a lot of it is just his little underbite that he has. He has a little underbite. He's very cute. Makes him look very regal and handsome. Raven is a creature. She stalks me if I move from room to room. She needs to watch me. She's obsessed with being in the bathroom with people. She screams at me if I stay up too late and bites me if I sleep in too long. She yells at me if I sing along to music, and when new people come over, she stares at them across the room without blinking. And she often sits like this, for fun. Very unladylike. They like to be carried, they love suffocating me. It's a blast. I always say that she's like an alien who's studying me and writing a paper on me, hoping to report back to her alien species, and Ziggy is just, he's here for fun. He's the moral support of the team. Both of them are such big parts of my life, and I love all of our little moments together. Whether it's them passive-aggressively cuddling with each other when it's time for us all to go to bed, whether it's them both stalking me, whether it's them being annoyed by my affection towards them, I'm glad that they're the creatures I get to call my kids. Unfortunately, while I was working on this video, I lost Raven. She got a little sniffly one night, nothing too crazy, and her breathing was relatively normal. But I still decided to take her to the vet's office the next morning just in case, thinking maybe she was developing an upper respiratory infection and needed some antibiotics. That morning, I was getting ready to go in, and she looked a tad bit more sniffly. But again, it wasn't anything too jarring. I just felt more secure in my decision to go in with her. Worst case scenario, we would go there. She would maybe be in an oxygen cage, but she wasn't giving any symptoms that anything terrible was going on. I get her into the car, keeping a hand on the wheel and a hand in the carrier to hold her while we were heading in, to pet her, reassure her, monitor her breathing, since she could be sick. I called them and asked them to set up an oxygen cage for me, and they said they would. She was crying a little bit in the car, which wasn't unusual for cats. They typically don't always enjoy car rides or get anxious, but again, no labored breathing. This wasn't anything uncommon before. Just the occasional meow for my attention every couple minutes. But one turn away from the vet clinic, she let out a hack and went limp. I pulled her out and held her in my arms while pulling into the clinic, screaming her name and attempting to do whatever I could to keep her conscious and awake. I ran inside and the doctor turned immediately to check on her for me. And one of the other technicians hugged me while I waited and stared at her, and he turned to me and shook his head. I know we all view our animals very closely, and I'm not alone in this, but she was my right-hand man. She always followed me and wanted to be involved in everything I was doing. Even if we couldn't speak the same language, we still communicated and kind of read each other via our behaviors. When I was sad, she wouldn't leave my side, even if it meant her crawling next to me when I was passed out on a small couch. When I sang to myself, she would come over and I don't know if she was telling me to shut up or if she was happy thinking that I was singing for her. It was sweet. From the moment I brought her home to the mirror, I carried her home. She had the same stoic expression on that she kept on even if she was purring, and I don't have the words to describe what she meant to me. Raven is not the first pet that I've lost, not even the first death that has hurt me this bad. But her death has rattled me in a way that's hard for me to put into words right now. I have a lot of feelings on losing her. Anger, regret, guilt, heartbreak, thinking on every situation that I could have done different, if I could go back, if I did something different. But none of it matters because none of it is bringing her back, and I'm just brokenhearted. I know she loved me, and I know she would only want me to be happy. That's all she ever tried to do when she was alive. We were supposed to have so much time together. She was my youngest cat, my healthiest cat. Just for her to disappear like that, to go from being this creature that I spent all my time with to just a memory, is terrifying. I don't want her to be just a blip in my life. It's hard to think of the future when I always considered her and Ziggy a big part of it. I wanted to give them both the best years that were yet to come, and now it has to be without her. When I was originally writing this video, I just wanted to do a silly little introduction to my cats. I thought you would meet them, I would show them, and I'd draw them on and off. I would show them off here and there, and they'd be around for a while. And now she's gone. So I hope that this video allows me to help immortalize her. And also Ziggy. I know I'm talking about her. I'm trying to not seem like I have a favorite child. It's just, it's a very raw thing right now. I know I'll deal with this loss in the future. It's part of having a pet. I've been on both sides of grief before. I've helped with euthanasias, and I'm always trying to explain to people that the pain that you feel losing a loved one is a testament to how much love you felt for them. You don't ever truly lose something because they're with you forever, even if you can't see them. Even if ghosts weren't real, even if you don't believe in anything happening after death, the scars of their love are on you. So, in the sake of trying to be better, I just want to say, I hope Raven is still stalking me. Even if I can't see or touch her, Knowing that she's continuing her hobby of stalking me is very comforting. In fact, maybe it's easier for her now that she can walk through walls as a ghost.